Hi friends, my name is Chinmay. I am studying in 7th standard. Today I am going to read out the first lesson in English textbook, The Tiny Teacher. Here I go. Name the smallest insect you have seen and the wisest. Is it fly? No, it isn't. There are many kinds of ants. The commonest among them are the black or red ones. We have seen them since we were children, but haven't paid enough attention to them. Where do they live? In their comfortable homes called nests or ant hills. Each has hundreds of little rooms and passages. In some of these rooms, the queen ant lays eggs. Others are nurses for the young ones called grubs. Workers have their reserved quarters. They spend most of their time searching or food for food. Some rooms serve as storehouses for this food. Soldiers have separate barracks. No worker has even tried to live in a soldier's house. No soldier has ever gone out searching for food. No worker or no soldier or cleaner has ever harmed a grub. So you see, an ant's life is very peaceful. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with another members of the group. Now, here we have comprehension check. The first question is, the story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue. Highly engaged. Complete the following sentences. An ant is the smallest and the wisest insect. We know a number of facts about the ant's life because uh, we people kept ants as their pets for a long time. In what ways is an ant's life peaceful? The queen ant has a pair of wings which she casts off before she begins to lay eggs. Eggs hatch and become grubs. Grubs change into cocoons. Cocoons break to bring forth complete ants. The Life of an Ordinary Ant in the Ant Hill is a book which many of us seldom open. The queen is the mother of the entire population of the colony. It lives about 15 years. It has a pair of wings but bites them off after its wedding fight. This fight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone high up in the air. On its return to earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. Eggs hatch and grubs come out. Soldiers guard them, workers feed and clean them, and also carry them about daily for airing, exercise, and sunshine 2 or 3 weeks. Later, grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfect ants appear. Now it's time for teaching and training. New ants learn their duties from old ants as workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. After a few weeks training, the small ants are ready to go out into the big world of work. An anthill is a home not only for ants but also for some other creatures, beetles, lizard breeds of ants, and the green fly. Why do ants want these alien creatures to live in their nests for several reasons? Some give off smell pleasant to ants' senses. Others give sweet juice, and some are just pets or playthings like cats and dogs to human beings. The green fly is the ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew like milk with a touch of their antnate. They milk it just as we milk the cow. We have humans learned as much as ants have? Perhaps they have, but they aren't put their learning to good use. They may still learn a few things from this tiny teacher: hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness, care of young ones, and above all, often locally to the land where they live. Now we have a comprehension check. How long does it take for a grub to become a complete ant? 2 to 3 weeks. Second question: why do the workers ants carry the grubs about? For airing, exercise, and sunshine. Third question: what jobs are new ants trained for? Workers, soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. Name some other creatures that live in ant hills: beetles, lizard, breeds of ants, and the green fly. Mention the 3 things we can learn from the tiny teacher. Give reasons for choosing these items. The first one that we can learn from this tiny teacher is cleanliness, because they maintain each room for workers, soldiers, and cleaners. The second part is discipline. They walk in a row to find food. The third one is sense of duty. The ants are divided into workers, cleaners, builders, and for cleaners are for maintaining the ant hill. Workers are for finding the food from outside. Soldiers are to protect the ant hills. So, let us come to the exercises. Discuss the following topics in groups. What problems are you likely to face if you keep ants as pets? If we keep ants as pets, they would be very tiny for us to become a pet. The second question is, when a group of bees find nectar in uniforms, informs other bees of its location, quantity, etc. through dancing. Can you guess what ants communicate to their fellow ants by touching another's feelers? Now you can also answer this question in the comment box. They communicate as we found this nectar and we are going to take this nectar and go to the honeycomb. Now we have complete the following poem with words from the box below. Then recite the poem. Soldiers live in the barracks and birds in dash. Much like a snake that rests in a dash, no horse is able to sleep kept in a dash, and a dog lives well, mind you, only in a dash. To say hi to an ant, if you will, you may have to climb an dash. Now we have 5 dashes and 5 options to choose which word belongs to the particular dash. So soldiers live in barracks and birds in nests. Much like a snake that rests in a hole, no horse is able to sleep except in a kennel. A dog lives well, mind you, only in a stable. To say hi to an ant, if you will, you may have to climb an ant hill. Thank you, friends. See you in the next video.